Welcome back, guys, and as you may be able to tell, we've purchased another thing. Now, if you watched one of my recent live streams, you'll know that Diesel Addict and I actually recently completed the dock down by where the boat launch is, and I was thinking to myself, I really need to buy a boat. And then I realized that the local dealership didn't sell boats, per se, but they sold something that was almost a boat, and we need to go pick up my trailer, because y'all are about to find out what I mean when I say almost a boat. So we're in the OBS today. Let's fire it up and run down the road to the trailer store, pick up the trailer for today, and we will go grab our almost sort of a boat, but kind of is a boat if you consider being able to go on water or in water, making it a boat. But if you don't consider that to make it a boat, then it's not a boat. So I'm trying to connect the dots here, and it lines up somewhere in the middle of boat and not boat. So we're just going to go with the simple concept of the fact that if it floats, it automatically makes it a boat, and we're going to just kind of stick with that. So, let's make our way up here to the trailer store. We're going to get something pretty hefty for this thing. I'm not sure how big of a trailer I need, and so because of that reason, I'm going to go with the biggest one that I can pull with this truck. Now, you may recognize this as a completely different truck. This is the 2017 L400 and not Lime's OBS, but we were having some very odd issues with the OBS, and so I decided to go ahead and bring out the new L400, the new Super Duty. This thing is already in a full towing setup. It's got dually swampers on it. I mean, it is ready to go. So let's go ahead and bring that suspension setup up. And we're going to go ahead and fire it up, and I'm going to turn this guy around real quick. Probably going to... hopefully I was going to narrowly miss that stop sign, but yeah, that didn't happen. So we're actually, when we last checked in, I thought it was going to be a very simple ordeal of heading up here and grabbing a trailer, running back down, and picking up our new boat in air quotes. And it wasn't that simple. It wasn't anywhere near that simple. So now, we are on our way back down in a completely different truck, like I said before, but we are still heading down to pick up our, air quotes, boat. And I'm just going to call it a boat for the rest of this video, but I'm sure there's going to be somebody in the comments that's going to say, that's not an actual boat, and I'm going to go, well, yes, it has wheels, but that's not the point here. The point here is that it floats, and I can launch it off of the boat ramp into the water. So that's the point here. Now, as we come around this corner, we're actually going to have to angle the truck into something so we can pull the truck in backwards, truck and trailer in backwards, and load it up. I'm going to actually swing wide and pull in over here on the right, and we should be able to get everything set up the way we need it. So let me get this all oriented correctly. Move a little bit further forward. Oh, God. Yikes. Easy. Oh, there we go. There we go. Not bad, dude. All right, back it up. I'm going to take out some shrubbery, but I'm not really bothered about that. I don't really think that matters all too much. All right, now if you could turn all the way back the other way. Hey, I kept the trailer on the road. The truck's not on the road, but the trailer is. That's an improvement. All right, and there's our maybe sort of kind of a boat, not a boat, but is a boat thing. I am so close to that freaking light pole. That is not even funny. All right, ramps are going down, and the engine is getting shut off. And now it's time to pick up our new purchase. This is our boat. But hey, it floats, and I can launch it off the boat ramp, and that is all I care about, because they put a boat ramp there for a reason, and it would be a real shame to not actually be able to use it. So here we go, up onto the trailer. Nice thing about this is that it should be very easy to pack up. So, easy a little further forward, although I am glad I got the bigger gooseneck for sure. There we go. That should be a decent place to put it. Not too far forward, but not too far back either. All right. So let's see. Fire this thing up. And ramps up. And apparently it is not packable. Apparently it does not want you to pack it. So, yeah. It is wow. It is like straight up, you're not allowed to pack this. All right. Well, off we go then, very carefully. Now, our job here is to tow this to the boat ramp and tow it to the boat ramp without it falling off, and then obviously launch it into the water. However, that might be a little bit more of a task than it might sound as of right now, because, like I said before, it seems like it will not let us use wheel chocks, and the wheel chocks go a long way to keeping something on a trailer in this game. Believe me, they do. Alright, easy does it, although I am, like I said before, really glad that we got the longer, wider trailer for this. I am so glad about that. Trying to roll at like half throttle in third, and it doesn't really like it. I don't want to stop, because if I stop, it'll lurch forward, and I don't really want to have to deal with that. Although, driving it with the camera focused more on the trailer really does force you to be patient with it, which is really, really good, especially for me, because I tend to not be the most patient in the world when it comes to driving with trailers in SnowRunner, so don't worry about it. Say, okay, it's fine. And I'm kind of liking the fact that I can keep an eye on it without having to switch camera views all the time. Although, I can also kind of keep an eye on it from here. So that'll work well enough for me. It seems to be ever so slightly... Yeah, no, it will not let me pack it. It seems to ever so slightly be inching back a bit, and as long as we can keep the inching backwards to a minimum, we should be okay. Now, granted, we also have the ramps, and the ramps will help, but at the end of the day, the ramps aren't going to completely stop it if it tries to fly off the side of the trailer, so we're trying to minimize that kind of scenario. Now, it doesn't really want to lurch forward all that much, which is probably good. And back up. There we go. Not back it up, but stop it. It actually twisted up the truck a whole bunch when I left off the line off of that stoplight. Trying to keep everything nice and composed here, but there's only a certain degree of composure you can have when you're, like, trying to keep this whole setup together and trying not to cause any sudden moves. Easy. Swing it wide. If I catch it on something, that'll also be a big problem. So making my way down onto the on-ramp. Wow, okay. I literally was like, I'm going to give it some fuel. The second I went to give it some fuel, right into the guardrail. Literally, like, not even, like, remotely trying to stop. Just right into the guardrail. Trailer brakes, trailer brakes. Okay, it moved forward a good bit that time. A good bit. Stay where you are, please. I mean, we're on the highway now, so really at this point, it's pretty much just a straight run over the water, over the lake, out to the exit for the boat ramp. Although, if I dump this off the trailer, like on the exit or something, I'm going to be so incredibly upset about that. I mean, that would be the most frustrating thing to have happen on this little mini mission that we've created for ourselves here. So, laying the fuel to it at this point. Oh no. Stay away from the edge like that. Oh, whipped the trailer pretty good there. Actually, it's kind of crooked now. Oh, I was trying to prevent that. I was genuinely trying to prevent that, and what did I do? Well, I may or may not have kind of made it happen, but on the handbrake and the trailer brakes, boat shifted forward. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Pulling the front axle up a little bit when I got into it. Again, not going to worry about it. Alright. No traffic. I'm going to go ahead and run this one because, I mean, hey, I don't want to risk any sudden stops causing it to lurch forward. Uh-oh. Went too wide there. That's fine. Make my way around. Oh, God, it's jumping a bunch. Get off of the guardrail. Thank you. Although, on the plus side, the boat seems to have straightened itself out, which is very, very, very good. Very good. Alright, here we go. Gonna let it naturally slow down, or just, like, ram into the front of the trailer. That's okay as well. Man, you really do realize when you drive without those wheel chocks how much you take the wheel chocks for granted when something won't allow you to pack it. That's really frustrating. Now, we're obviously not using the dock to launch the boat, but we are going to use the actual boat ramp itself to back the trailer in and launch it that way. So, let's ease this thing down in here. And now, I'm going to pull up into this big circular area. Hey, there's our Hummer. There we go. Up into the parking area. And I'm really trying to not make this a boat ramp comedy, but I'm going to try and do it right the first time, but I don't know if that's going to actually happen. Angle is iffy. Oh, and I'm going to hit the Hummer. Okay, may or may not have really messed it up the first go-around. But now that that freaking boat is, like, all the way at the front of the trailer, okay, this Hummer is going to completely get in my way. It's exactly where I need it to not be. All right, there we go. Okay, now you're going to back up again. Are my tires really catching on the trailer? Oh, jeez. Here we go. Here we go. Let me put it in automatic mode and turn the HUD off for dramatic effect. Yes. Oh, there you go. Bro, there you go. Come on. I wish I didn't have all that damage, but it is what it is, you know? Well, now we can officially say we have launched a boat, air quotations, boat, in SnowRunner. So let me, well, I guess we haven't fully completed the boat launch yet. So I'm going to put my parking brake on, then I'm going to bring my HUD back because I'm going to need it. And we'll continue. We're going to put the ramps down, bring the suspension up, stop the engine, change to the boat, and off you go. Come on. Yes. Yes, yes, we have officially, and when I say we have officially launched a boat, I mean that in the sense that we have officially launched something that floats off of the boat launch here on Highway Hauling 2. Now, something to remember about this boat is that it is the slowest boat in the world. And this is about as much speed as you're going to get out of it. Although I can assure you it is floating because the water right here, that line that we've gone by, is extremely deep. Like, extremely, extremely deep. And now, well, we really have the entire lake at our disposal. I wonder if we can get it to go under the bridge. It's not really interested in turning. Well, actually, it's fastest in low, actually. Just standard low is where it's at its fastest, which is a little strange. I'm not quite sure why that's the way it is, but you know what? We're going to go with it, and it's going to be just fine. So, making our way towards the underside of the bridge, this is going to be very interesting because I've never actually gone under this bridge by way of the water before, and so I don't know if there's going to be some sort of weird invisible wall there, or if it'll actually just let me go right underneath the water, or sorry, right underneath the bridge via the water. And if it does, that would be really freaking cool. Not gonna lie, that'd be really, really freaking cool. But this is a way to look at Highway Hauling 2 in a way that you've never seen it before. I mean, really, it wasn't necessarily planned that you were going to be able to drive under this bridge, but you know what? Something tells me in my mind that, like, obviously he knew these existed, right? He knew these mods existed, and he knew that people would be attempting to drive them through the bodies of water that reside here on this map. So I absolutely love the fact that we're doing what we're doing. I think it's so incredibly cool. Yo, can we drive under the bridge? Oh, moment of truth here, boys. The game's either going to freak out like crazy, or we're just going to drive right under the bridge and all is going to be fine. I mean, it's looking promising so far. A little bit of a shadow right there. I don't know if that shadow is something solid or not, but no, it's literally just a visual shadow. Oh, this is so cool. You have to go into first-person view to actually make it work, but, you know, I mean, I literally, like, I can't be mad. Like, there's no way that I could ever be mad about that. There's no freaking way. That is amazing. It is so freaking cool that we were able to buy a boat, load it up, bring it to the boat ramp, launch it into the lake, and drive it around to the lake. That's so freaking cool to me. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions on it in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.